Hi, hello. Y'all like my shirt? But do you like my shirt? Y'all like, huh? It's cute, ain't it? Get you one. Yeah, they available for sale. Go ahead and get that so you can rock the Element to Me family, baby. That's what we doing around here. You understand what I'm telling you? So check it. I've been getting a lot of questions about people that's writing books. So I was like, why not do a little quick video? Now I did a course on this a few years ago. And I sell it on my website. I'm thinking about dropping a video, or I'll just probably make another little short video instead of dropping the whole course. But I do have course manuals. If you guys would like one, just send me your email address. So it's simple. It's real simple. If you are trying to write or publish a book, here's the biggest rule I need you to know. Okay, this is the most important thing. Just write. Just write. Don't think about it. Don't worry about it. Just write. That's all you gotta do is write. Write. Don't think about the layout. Don't think about how it's how it's gonna be a book. What I'm gonna do with it. That's what people like me are for. That's what editors and publishers are for. So just write. If you get writer's block, take a step back, take a break, and then come back to it. And another thing that you should do is always carry around a pen and paper. Now, I'm a pen and paper type person. If you want to use your phone, you can. But sometimes when you're writing a book, especially if you're writing a book about your story, stuff will come to you like throughout the day. And you want to write that down. And so you actually, so it's best if you have something to write with, or again, you can use your phone. I'm a pen and paper type person, so I keep a journal with me. Just whether I need to journal or whether I get a book idea, or especially if when I was in the middle of writing Transformation, which is my my fourth book, fourth, four. I'm sorry. Did you hear four? Book four. Yes, God, glory. Them books is available for sale on the same website. You can get this shirt, VictorianPublishing.com. Thank you very much. Your girl is an author around here, in case you didn't know, which is the point of this video. But so always keep something with you, so that because something can come to you randomly and you want to be able to write it down, because if you're anything like me, then you might forget. And you just got to let it flow. Another thing is, find your quiet place. Find your peaceful place and find the best time for you to write. For me, I write the most and the best at nighttime, in the middle of the night, when the world is asleep, everything is quiet and peaceful. I don't have to worry about no interruptions. That's when I write the best. That's when I wrote all my books. That's when I edited all my books, literally in the middle of the night. Now, if you're not an insomnia person like me, some people are morning people. Some people do better in the mornings. I do not. Okay, and in the afternoon, I'm either working or I'm trying to take a nap. So the best thing that works for me is at nighttime. So find your quiet place. Find a space where you can be, where your mind is clear. Because if your mind is cluttered and you got too much on your mind, you're not going to be able to write. You're going to get stuck. You're going to be thinking about a million different things. You have to come into a very quiet and peaceful place so that your mind can focus on what it is that you're writing. Another thing, well, I'll do a writing, editing, and publishing video all separate, because there's so much information to it. There's so much that goes into it. If you have a specific question, let me know. I'm just kind of going off based on what people tell me, like, what do I do if I get writer's block? That's where your peaceful place comes in. That's where you take a step back and you take a break and come back to it. Now, make sure your break ain't 2-3 years long. Because a lot of people will start writing a book and then 2-3 years later, it'll be on the back burner somewhere. Make sure your break ain't that long. You're just going to take a little break. Just take a little step back. Just a little small step back. And then go back to it. And again, while you're taking a break, make sure you keep that journal on you or your phone or something, so that if you do have an idea while you're taking a break, you can write it down. And you don't have to type it into your book right then. You can just write it down and just keep it there. You don't have to like write it down like, oh, okay, when I get back to the computer, let me type it in. No, just write it down. Just let it flow. It's that simple. You just got to let it flow. You can't think too much into it. You can't think about when is it going to come out, how much it's going to cost. Like, I want you to think about that part too, and I'm going to get into that. But I want you to focus on the writing part first, because if the book ain't finished, somebody like me who's an editor and publisher can't do nothing with it. The first thing I'm going to ask you is it finished? Because if it's not finished, I can't do nothing with it. It has to be finished first. So that's the point of this video, is to focus on finishing it. Like, and that's with any project. But right now we're talking about books. So focus on finishing it. And it doesn't, even if it take you a while, like, don't feel bad because it's been taking you so long to finish it. Just, I wrote my book in 3 weeks. My first one I wrote in 3 weeks. The second one took me 2 to 3 years because I didn't even realize I had a book saved in my arsenal. And the third one probably took me a couple months, but this last one took me 10 years to write because it's a life story. So I had to actually live life in order to write the story. But I took like a 5-6 year break in between. So when I went back to finish the book, I was writing in present tense 5-6 years ago. So I had to change the whole tense of the book because I had to write it as if I'm writing it today and not writing it back in 2016. So that's another thing, just kind of, like I said, and it depends on what kind of book you're writing, but especially if you're writing a book about your life, because you're essentially just writing memories. My first book wasn't even supposed to be a book. It was just like a long journal because I just kept writing. I'm just writing out my story, things that hurt me, things that happened to me, people in my life. Like, I was literally just writing one big journal entry, and it ended up being 100 pages long. Then I was like, what am I gonna do with this? I can turn it into a book. Didn't know nothing about writing books, which goes into my next thing. If you don't read, you can't write. You have got to be a reader, because in order to understand how the book layout goes, for me, I read a lot. So I knew from reading books how the layout was supposed to be. But again, that's when it's best to hire somebody like me who's an editor and knows how a layout is supposed to go. You can lay it out and separate your chapters and do all that. But I've had books where I've had to, like, literally start from scratch, separate chapters, add titles, do all kind of stuff. It just depends on where you are in your writing stage. A good book is, oh my God, what is the name of that book? Let me think. It's written by Zane. Infinite Words. Infinite Words by Zane is a really good book. It literally will teach you how to write a book, a manuscript, a TV commercial, like movies, scripts. It'll literally teach you how to write everything. Like, that book is the key. Infinite Words by Zane. And I know y'all like Zane. I love Zane books. Zane is like, that's one of my author mentors. She just don't know. But again, and find you a mentor. I had a mentor, Charlie Marco, when I was doing my writing and when I was doing my books. Find you a mentor, somebody that you already know is established in the published community. I mentor people all the time. Like, I pretty much, I mean, I'm a publisher, so that's what I'm supposed to do. But I mentor people all the time, get them advice, tell them what to do, what not to do, things like that. I have a couple of clients right now where I'm editing their books and I'm teaching them kind of as they go, but I'm also kind of staying on, because I know a lot of people who want to write books, but that you got to be determined. You got to be, it's so easy to give up on writing a book. Like, everybody, I think, in their heart want to write one, but it's just a matter of writing it that gets to them. And it's the intimidation of it. It's the intimidation of publishing. And then, also, you do know there's such thing as a ghostwriter. I do ghostwriting. I've written 5 books that were not mine. So you can always get a ghostwriter. If you don't want to write, or if you don't know how to write, you don't know where to start, get you a ghostwriter. Like, that's the thing. You can have a ghostwriter. I've done it. I've written people's actual story as a ghostwriter. So you can always take that route too. But those are the few, like, little tips that I had. I didn't want to make this too long, but again, if you have, like, specific questions, send them to me, and I will answer them for you. I can either email you the answer, I can answer in the video when I do my next one on editing. And so if you have any writing questions, editing questions, publishing questions, put it in the comments or send me an email. Like, I can help best when I know exactly what the question is. Otherwise, I just give general information. But I'd rather give information that's going to answer a specific question that you have, since you're the one that's watching this. Girl, look at me looking like somebody's teacher. Girl, because where is you going, Sheila, from corporate office? Y'all know how I feel about my bulb. And we on the camera too, girl. You can't tell me nothing. But by this time, I probably would have already went live. Don't know when this video is gonna drop. Do I want to drop this video before I go live? Yeah. I, not well. Girl, why is you thinking about that while you still recording? We'll figure it out. But again, get your shirt. Huh? Y'all like this? It's cute, ain't it? I know. Shout out to Jalika. Hey girl, see? And J Morgan Media. Yes. It has my logo in the back on the inside where the neck part is. Stop it. And we have pins as well. So make sure you go ahead and copy yours. Cause what you waiting on? And did you subscribe? I forgot to say that. But did you subscribe though? But did you like the video? Did you hit the like button? Hit the like button. Okay? Thank you. Thank you very much. Again, let me know if you have any questions. That was just my quick little tip on writing books. I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.
Girl, you gave me your soul.